Coming up on UT 10 News, local store closings are leaving some UT students jobless.
And we'll also take a peek at a high fashion scholarship.
Plus, our own Brittany Jackson takes a look at last weekend's basketball doubleheader. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jocelyn Cruz.
And I'm Pat Nowacki.
The United States is losing a record number of soldiers.
Suicide, not combat, is to blame for the death of these troops. Reporter Barry Church investigates how the ROTC is mentally preparing UT cadets for the realities of war.
January was the worst month for troops killing themselves in United States Army history. The Army says up to 24 soldiers killed themselves in January. More than twice as many soldiers died by their own hands last month than were killed in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. Some basic training programs, such as the ROTC here on UT's campus, prepares cadets for the stresses of combat. The major declined to comment on its apparent epidemic, but feels current training is adequately helping soldiers deal with the stresses of combat.
In the morning, go through a series of exercises designed to improve endurance and muscular strength. Studies have shown that physical strength translates directly to being able to endure the mental stresses of a battlefield.
For UT 10 News, I'm Barry Church.
President Barack Obama is focused on finding alternative energy sources, and UT wants a piece of the action. President Lloyd Jacobs says UT wants Scott Park to be turned to a campus where the focus is wind and solar energy. UT plans to use $75 million in federal stimulus money to start making the changes. Vice President of Research Development, Dr. Frank Calzanetti, says this project will not be done right away.
We believe that we will grow this program as renewable energy expands for many decades to come as a driver of the world's economy. We will have a growing position.
UT will be one of the first schools in the nation to have a campus focused on renewable energy.
Ohio's Department of Jobs and Family Services reports Lucas County's unemployment rate is up nearly 2% since last January.
Reporter Andrew McCatsey takes a look at student unemployment here at UT.
The closing of Toledo's businesses and the recent layoffs are having a big impact on students. UT student Bilal Ora is waiting for his first unemployment check after losing his job at Circuit City, which paid him more than $10 an hour.
Well, when I used to have a job at Circuit City, I paid for school. I paid for my books, I paid for tuition. I mean, it was rough, but I was able to do it. Now that I don't have a job anymore, I will have to probably ask the parents for some help with the money.
Director of Student Affairs Career Services Beth Nicholson asks students to try Rocket Jobs, which will help them find the right job. Nicholson adds, although the economy is having a hard time, students should stay positive.
So jobs are available. If it's not the exact one you want, all right, let's see how you can get the exact one you want.
Don't let the economy get you down. Come visit UT's Career Service office to get the help you need finding a job that suits you. For UT 10 News, I'm Andrew McCatsey.
Thanks, Andrew. Some students think UT's main campus should go smoke-free. 260 campuses throughout the country have gone tobacco-free in the last 2 years, with UT's Health Science campus among them. UT students met on Monday in the student union to debate whether the main campus should as well. Assistant Professor of Rehab Services, Tavis Glassman, says 14% of UT students currently smoke or use tobacco, and he wants to see this number lowered.
The less tobacco is marketed, advertised, available, the less it's available, the less smoking there will be. The less smoking there is, the better our health outcomes are.
A petition to make the main campus smoke-free already has with over 1,000 signatures.
And now, over to Brittany Jackson with your UT 10 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Brittany Jackson, and this is your UT 10 Sports. On Saturday, the women's and men's basketball teams hosted a doubleheader, and it was double the excitement. The Lady Rockets were looking to stretch their savage advantage to 11-1. The place was crowded with over 5,700 in attendance. Fans were there with their Rocket signs and birthday banners for Nama Shafir. The little kitty Rockets. The Rockets got off to a slow start in the first few minutes, with Eastern Michigan leading 4-0, which will only be their only lead in the entire game. Shafir finds Allie Clifton open, who sinks in a three-pointer. She also then finds Lisa Johnson, who knocks down the basket in the paint. Shafir will end up having a career high of 13 assists. 4 seconds left in the first, and Johnson finds Melissa Goodall near the hoop, who sinks in the layup. In the second half, it will be a real easy one for the Rockets. Clifton forces a turnover up down the court, brings the ball, sinks the layup, and is fouled by Eagles Kimberly Davis. The Eagles were almost scoreless in the last 5 minutes of the game, giving UT another victory, 73-61.
What we've been preaching all night is that defense wins basketball games, because we were certainly not the offensive power the first 5 minutes.
The Rockets men's wanted a piece of that savage advantage as well. They came out strong with a 10-1 lead over the Western Michigan Broncos. Jonathan Amos will score the first points with the layup. Then on the other end, Tyrone Kent will force the turnover, bringing the ball up, sinks in the layup, and is fouled by Michael Redall. Muhammad Lowe didn't want to be left out of the action. He ends the game with 7 rebounds. Here he rebounds Kent's missed shot and knocks defenders off and knocks the layup down. The second half will be a battle for the Rockets, but their fans were very, very supportive. Over 7,000 people came out for this game as well. Lowe will come out fired up, dunks in the ball. Here we go, here it goes, right here. He's going to dunk the ball. Cool on the other end will answer back. He'll hit a layup, and he's fouled by Lowe. This three-point play will lead into a 7-0 run by the Broncos. But UT hung on, winning it 63-62. Coach Gene Cross says this game got tense.
I didn't want to panic, nor did I want to have our guys panic, so I tried to stay as cool as possible, although I was sweating profusely, it seemed like.
Thanks, Brittany. We'll be back in a moment with more UT 10 news.
Chronic knee pain prevented Janet Perrin from enjoying life.
It was difficult to walk and to sleep, and I knew I had to do something.
At the University of Toledo, Janet learned about breakthrough pain treatment. Doctors implanted a device in her back to block pain signals from reaching her brain.
The procedure truly gave me my life back.
To learn more, visit utmatters.com.
The Black Student Union put on its 38th annual fashion show on Friday in the Student Union to raise scholarship money. 50 students participated in an event that raised $6,000. The event was started to help keep African American students in school by raising money to help pay expenses. The 2 $1,000 scholarships were awarded during the show. The scholarship is awarded annually, and to be considered, students must have a 2.3 cumulative GPA. They also must submit a 1-page essay about why BSU is important to campus.
The African Congo is ranked as one of the poorest nations in the world, with 1 million people dying every year from starvation and diseases. A Congolese art show is giving UT students a chance to help. The exhibit is on display in the Student Union and depicts life in the Congo through photos and handmade artwork. The artwork is for sale, and the money goes towards educating orphans of the Congo. Senior Director of the Office of Multicultural Student Services, Nina Grant, thinks students should get involved to promote awareness of the Congo. The exhibit is open to the public Monday through Friday in room 2500 in the Student Union. The event is free and will run until March 20th.
Well, that's all for UT 10 News. If you have any stories or information you would like to share with us, please email us at ut10news@gmail.com.
And remember, you can also watch our newscasts on YouTube and on Facebook, where you can get caught up on all of your campus news whenever you want. For Jocelyn Cruz and Brittany Jackson, I'm Pat Nowacki. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.